In every society, there exists a commonly accepted principle that women and children should not be involved in warfare. This principle is rooted in the recognition of the vulnerabilities and protective instincts surrounding these groups. However, as with great story, there are exceptions and history reveals instances where women were actively engaged in espionage during times of conflict such as World War II. It's a testament to their courage and dedication that they ventured into their perilous world, often at great personal risk. During World War II, the role of women in espionage was particularly notable. Women spies operated in various capacities, often using their unique skills and attributes to gather crucial intelligence for their respective nation. However, the path they chose was fraught with danger, and when caught, they faced brutal punishments that are hard to fathom. This video aims to shed light on the identities of these remarkable women spies, the punishment they endured, and their remarkable stories of resilience and sacrifice. From the early days of warfare, it was grim reality that individuals, regardless of gender, who were perceived as enemies or suspected of resistance activities, were subjected to torture and physical abuse. These methods included beating, electric shocks, waterboarding, and other brutal tactics employed to break their spirits and extract vital information for women. In addition to these physical abuses, they often had to endure additional punishments such as sexual abuse, discrimination, mistreatment. This mistreatment was not exclusive to wartime but is a global issue that women have faced in various contexts throughout history. They have frequently been subjected to unfair trials or summary judgments, leading to imprisonment or even death. Women who were considered enemies or belonging to targeted groups faced particularly harsh treatment. They were often subjected to forced labor in concentration camps and prisons. In these settings, they were compelled to endure grueling physical work under inhuman conditions, pushing their physical and mental limits to the extreme. Additionally, they were not spared from sexual abuse and violence, including rape at the hands of soldiers, captors, and even fellow prisoners. These horrifying forms of punishments were aimed at humiliating and exerting power over women, leaving them with lasting trauma and psychological distress. Despite the risks and punishment, brave women ranging in age from 22 to 55 took on the dangerous role of spies. These ordinary women displayed remarkable patriotism and resilience, fully aware of the dire consequences that awaited them if they were caught. One of the most notable organizations involved in espionage during World War II was the British Special Operations Executive. In 1943, the Germans intercepted the Special Operation Executive codes, leading to the tragic capture and death of 27 operatives. Among them was Noor Inayat Khan, a remarkable figure with a diverse background. She was born in Moscow of an Indian father and American mother, grew up in France, and well versed in horse riding and marksmanship. Noor joined the British SOE and became the first female wireless operator sent into occupied France. Her code name was Madeleine and her contribution was significant. Her efforts facilitated the transportation of weapons and explosives to the resistance network despite constant danger and several narrow escapes. Noor was eventually betrayed and captured by the Germans. She endured imprisonment, torture, and daily interrogation, but refused to provide any information to her captors. Noor Inayat Khan tragically met her end at the Dachau concentration camp in 1944, becoming a symbol of courage and sacrifice. She was posthumously awarded the George Cross by the British government, making her the only spy of Indian origin to receive this honor. Another courageous spy who endured torture in captivity was Krystyna Skarbek, also known as Christine Granville, a Polish woman who played a significant role in intelligence and espionage during World War II. Skarbek was involved in secret activities even before the war began, helping Jewish refugees and providing intelligence to the Polish government. She was captured by the Gestapo in Hungary in 1941, and during this interrogation, she bit her tongue to create the appearance of suffering from tuberculosis, successfully exploiting her captors' fear of contagious diseases to secure her release. Her notable achievements included liberating her compatriot Franciszek Rozansky, who was imprisoned by the Gestapo. Skarzik espionage work extended across various theaters of war. She received numerous awards for her bravery and contribution to the war efforts. Odette Sansom, later known as Odette Churchill, was another unforgettable figure who played a significant role during World War II. Born in France, she became a British spy and agent of the Special Operations Executive. Her journey into espionage began when she joined the Women's Auxiliary Air Force and later the First Aid Nursing Yeomanry. She was parachuted into occupied France in 1943 under the code name Lise, where she established a network of resilience fighters and provided critical intelligence to the Allies. After her arrest by the Gestapo, Odette endured to the interrogation but refused to reveal sensitive information and even falsely confessed to bring Churchill's wife to protect him from harm. The bravery and sacrifices of these women in intelligence and resistance operations during World War II are truly remarkable. Unfortunately, many women spies faced brutal punishments, including being used as Genoa pigs for experimentation. They were subjected to tests and procedures studying the effect of diseases, toxins, drugs, and surgical interventions, often resulting in severe injuries. Chemical and biological agents were used in these experiments, leading to long-lasting physical and psychological traumas.